Are you alright? You had a bad accent.
Would you know exactly what to do to save someone's life at the scene of an accident? If the answer is no, then you need to watch this and get training with first aid for riders. It's a nice day and you're out for a ride with a few mates when you round a corner and enter someone else's nightmare. There's a bike on its side and the rider isn't moving. Would you know what to do? It will all happen at once. Remain calm. Remain safe. Get a call into the ambulance service on 999 or 112. Get someone to make the call and get them to let you know the call has been made and the ambulance is on the way. On rural roads where there may be no reception, then the caller may have to move. Remain safe, keep the casualty safe from other traffic, talk to the rider to make sure they are conscious, reassure them. Get your mates to park their bikes up at a distance that gives them and other drivers ample time to be made aware of the hazard. Headlights and hazards on if fitted or indicator flashing. Remember to remain safe. Turn off the ignition of the crashed bike. Make sure leaking fuel or oil is not flowing towards the rider. You don't want to move the rider unless you absolutely have to, for example if they are lying in petrol. Remember, it's all happening at once. Keep talking to the rider to make sure they are conscious. Get them to tell you the situation, find out where they think they are injured and if there is a pillion. If in doubt, get someone to check the surrounding area, or if on your own, shout out. Another casualty may be out of sight. And get out your first aid kit. If you don't have a first aid kit on your bike, buy one. They come small enough to fit under the seat of a bike. If the worst happens, your mates could be treating you with it. Either keep your gloves on or put on the ones in the kit to protect yourself and the casualty from infection. Now do a full head-to-toe examination of the casualty so you can prioritise any treatment. Take extra care checking leathers as they can hide large amounts of blood. Basically, you're looking for any weird lumps, bumps or sponginess. Hidden bleeding is a real danger. Don't remove leathers. Prioritise the wounds. Stop the worst blood loss first. Control the bleeding by applying pressure with bandages or a piece of clothing over the leather. Bind right over the bleeding area. If possible, elevate the bleeding part over the level of the chest. If you think there's broken bones, pack clothing and other suitable items around them to prevent movement to the damaged area. Don't remove the helmet. It should only be removed if the injured rider has breathing problems and the helmet's stopping you from helping. In all other circumstances, just undo the chin strap. If possible, get someone to continually support the neck and head with their hands until help comes. It means they can also talk to them, to keep reassuring them, to keep an eye on their condition, and give them some shade or protection from the rain. But what if they are unconscious? That is beyond what we can show you here and why it is essential that you get training. Just remember, the number one thing is that they are breathing, so make sure their airway is clear.
If you ride and you haven't done a St John Ambulance motorcycle first aid course, then you need to contact First Aid Training for Riders and organise some training for you and your mates. You could help them, but could they help you when the worst happens?